Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5's podcast of Serenville Stories Invisible. I'm your host Tia, also I am the voice of Tia as well, and tonight I'm joined by some of the cast of episode 5. We're going to be talking all things invisible, thoughts, theories, and what transpired in the latest episode. So if you've not watched it yet, make sure to go and watch that first before listening to this. I'm going to introduce everybody here that's in the call with me tonight. There's quite a few people here. Firstly, we're here with the captain of the jocks, who's also a walking chemist apparently. Voicing Vince Magnotta, it's Detective Magnotta.
Heyo!
And some may say this next guy's got quite a rich voice. Voicing Sean Harrington, Mr. Park, and Principal Spectre, it's the rich voices.
God damn it. Hello.
You like my little pun there?
Wonderful.
We're also here with our main sad girl who's starting to get a bit of a backbone now. Voicing Hannah Park, it's Ali Goodell.
Hello.
We're also joined with our mysterious online chat room user and pink-haired playboy, voicing Neon Moon and Julian Jacobs, it's Easy Mac.
Hi.
He's on the other side of the room.
Hi.
Hey!
Oh God. Just a distant echo.
Hey!
Hi!
He is here.
I'm here.
We've also got the estranged father figure and mentor, voicing Mr. Zimri, it's Kyle Richardson Nickel.
Yo, yo, yo.
We're also here with the star of the winter performance herself, voicing Amelia Cunningham, it's Samantha Rose. Oh, we've got the understanding sister who may have some questionable taste in men at the moment, voicing Chelsea Jackson, it's Simsbury. We've got our new teacher on the block who's landed Hannah in a heap of trouble, voicing Miss Lane, it's Penny Lane.
Hi.
And we're also here with the blue boy and demonic puppeteer who's torturing all these poor kids. The voice of Ferris and Azazel, it's Ryan Avis.
Hi.
And also here with a surprise appearance, we weren't expecting him tonight, but we're joined with our aspiring dancer voicing Kyle Jackson, it's Curry Games.
Dale, get out of my way. I mean, hi. Hello. What's up?
So that's everyone here. We've got quite the turnout tonight, more than I've ever had before, so thank you everyone for being here. It's amazing to get to talk to you all again. For this episode, I was really aiming to heighten the stakes for a lot of the characters, because the show has been fairly tame up until now, so whether that bring in an element of danger or seeing the consequences finally to actions that have been building up over the last few episodes. And plus, with it being the mid-season finale, I guess I just wanted to make it a little bit more serious, I guess. So we're going to start this off with some questions for the cast. Some that are individual character questions, but also some that are tailored to specific paired characters as well. And then after that, we'll move on to some open questions where anyone can chime in if they've got an answer. First things first, we're going to start the questions off with Detective Magnotta.
Oh shit.
You should be used to this by now, Mike. I always ask you them first.
Do you?
Usually, yeah. I like to pick on you
Okay.
first. So, Mag, I wanted to talk about that big moment in the episode between Vince and Sean. We see them talking in an alleyway, and Vince seems suspicious of Sean for some reason, so much so that he actually threatens Sean if he doesn't stay in his lane. So my question for you is, how do you feel about this new and more serious side that we're seeing to Vince? And why do you think he's acting like this, especially given that Sean's meant to be his best friend?
I must admit, when I first started to see Vince start to get very serious and a lot more, I wouldn't say less dickish, I would say a lot more I'd say a little bit more evil in a way, a lot more scummy kind of thing, just not your everyday asshole teen.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, this is the way he's going. Oh dear. He's not just going to be a bad boy, he's going to be a very bad boy. I remember my early stuff, because I think you remember my kind of ad-libbing. I would ad-lib the teen just not taking anything seriously out of his lines kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just being, an asshole, but, what a teen asshole, at least when I was a teen, a long time ago, would say, kind of thing. But now he's getting very much kind of, if you mess with me, something's gonna happen and it's not gonna be good kind of thing.
How did you feel about Vince's dad coming in as well and also threatening Sean? Like, what did you make of that?
I was very surprised because we knew that his father was coming because you did the casting and whatnot. But I must admit, I do love the voice because I didn't hear his voice before until the episode. I was like, oh, that's good. But I've got a feeling that Vince getting very serious is probably down to his father because, as we kind of know, and at least it's been speculated, he's down to all the drugs and whatnot. That's where his supply is coming from, and he'll basically walk on anybody who gets in his way. So I've got a feeling that Vince is starting to like it, that he wants to be like his dad because he likes the power that comes with it. Or he's afraid of his father and he's going along with it because he doesn't know what would happen to him if he said no to him. That's the two dynamics I'm feeling from him. I don't know whether he's just being scummy like that because he wants to be that way, or he has to be because otherwise we don't know what will happen to him if his father's like, you didn't do this. And it's like, oh shit.
Oh, I see. So you think that actually Vince is threatened by his own father? That's an interesting take.
I would be surprised because, if he's willing to walk over anybody, I got a feeling Monty would literally sell his own mother if he'd make him a profit kind of thing.
Yeah, wow. Well, maybe.
That's where I think that's coming from is whether that's what I'm trying to wait to see is like, is Vince being scummy because that's who he is? Or is it because he's been conditioned that way by his father? If he doesn't do that, something might happen. He might get kicked out. I'm not sure what Monty would do, but he's clearly capable of many things, and we don't know what yet.
Oh, I love these answers here. I mean, I don't know whether you saw on Twitter, but there was a slight comparison between Vince and his dad, and they compared you to Draco Malfoy and Lucius Malfoy. Do you think that's maybe a fair comparison?
That could be a fair comparison because that could be down. Like I say, we did see a lot with Draco. It was kind of his father's influence kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it could be the same way. We don't know quite yet. But that's my theories, at least from my point of view.
Amazing. I love it. Thank you very much for the answer there. We're going to move on to the next question because speaking of Sean, I do also want to get your point of view on this as well, Rich. But from the other side, we see earlier in the episode that Sean is actually conspiring against Vince with Sky and Lucy. He says that he wants Vince kicked out of the school and nothing more. But my question for you, Rich, is how do you think Sean is feeling now after being threatened by Vince? Do you think he might even go one step further and actually get him expelled, do you think?
I think Sean is extremely conflicted at this point. He's already shown signs that he's conflicted at this point because he wants to do the right thing, but he's not sure how to do the right thing without hurting his best and oldest friend, which kind of makes you wonder what he's willing to do. How far is he willing to go to do the right thing? Is he going to is he ready to do what's needed to, stop Vince, who is very obviously becoming a very, very seriously bad person? I'm sure there's a backbone in there somewhere, and he'll be, and he's quite capable of doing what's needed, but it's not going to be without a certain amount of regret and guilt afterwards.
Oh, I see. So you feel like if he does double cross him, he's going to feel like pretty bad after it.
Yeah, and he's probably ever so slightly scared with the fact that he's just been threatened by Monty as well.
Yes, that was another element of it, because it wasn't just Vince, it was his dad too. It's like, oh wow,
yeah,
okay.
I mean, it's very obvious, Monty very obviously exudes the don't fuck with us because we will do something bad to you that may involve hurting you, possibly hurting your family, and possibly resulting in death. There's very obvious sinister tones going on there.
Yeah.
With Magnota family.
I like these answers. That's brilliant. Like I really like your insight on that. So yeah, that's perfect. Thank you very much for that, Rich. That was awesome. The next question I've got here, I'd like to talk to good old Mr. Zimri next. So, Kyle, I'm interested in your take on this because Mr. Z has a scene in this episode where he steps in and pretty much saves the day defending Hannah and Kyle against Principal Spectre. So, my question for you is, I want to know, why would Mr. Zimri risk putting his neck on the line for these two kids? Do you think that he's given them special treatment, or do you think he would just do this for anyone?
I think with Mr. Zimri, he's quite caring in his nature. He's kind of like a dad. It's like a surrogate for a lot of these kids, and I think that's because of obviously his disconnection with his own son, that he feels like he's subbing in like Hannah and especially Hannah and Kyle. He's kind of subbing them in as like his surrogate children, quite protective over them. So I feel like he wouldn't do it for all of them. I don't think he'd do it for like the Sabres, maybe the Drama Club, because they're kind of the outcasts. He's kind of like an outcast in himself. But I think, yeah, he's just quite caring in his nature.
Yeah, fair. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for that. That was an awesome answer. And we've got... Oh, this is our first paired question here. So this one's going to be for Ali and Sam. We see that Hannah and Amelia are starting to get a lot closer in this episode. We see that Hannah confides in Amelia a lot about her situation with Neon, and Amelia seems pretty eager to help her out. So my question for you both, I'm going to ask Ali first, if that's okay. How do you feel about this new unlikely friendship? Do you think it could be Hannah maybe trying to replace her for Luna? Or, you know, do you think that maybe they could be something more than that?
So I don't think it's Hannah trying to replace Luna. I feel like the way that she's grown in the past like 2 episodes, I'd say she's branching out and actually making friends that aren't, I guess, reminiscent of her old friends. Like, she's not trying to push that onto her new friends. She's actually developing like maybe lasting friendships with these new people. So I don't think it's necessarily to do with Luna. I think that's the reason she doesn't go back to Chase, but that's besides the point. I feel like Amelia actually is needing friends as much as Hannah at this rate. I don't feel like she's really friends with the Sirens, especially after Chloe called her out on that. So she's seeking like validation and friendship just as much as Hannah is in this moment. And it seems like Hannah's the only representative person so far that like has actually tried reaching out to her, because Hannah sees her as someone that's not just the Sirens. Like, she sees her as an individual, as a person that's like not just a bitch, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think this is just my personal view, and maybe it's my own bias, but I feel like Amelia's crushing hard for Hannah, especially when she was like, have you ever kissed anyone? And she got up real close. I was like, okay.
I see you,
Yeah.
Amelia. I see you.
I see you.
Maybe. What are your thoughts on that, Sam? It'd be interesting to hear your take on that.
I thought hard about this. I don't know, because it doesn't seem like that Hannah has gotten the closure that she wants, and I'm kind of worried that she's still kind of needing it, and I'm worried she's gonna try to get it from someone else. I don't know if it's Amelia, but I'm hoping that, that they're, gonna be good and start to date and stuff, but like, I don't know. But yeah, because they're okay. Come on, she goes up and like, have you ever been kissed? I mean, come on, that's something. Like, I think, I agree that Amelia is like kind of crushing on her and kind of just seeing how Hannah's feeling and stuff, like, because she got real close.
Yeah, that was close. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope she's not gonna try to replace her with Luna or anything like that. Like, I think hopefully that's been a closed chapter, but I just don't think she's gotten the closure that she needs. I think it's still something that's going to be in the back of her mind.
Yeah, that's a really fair statement. It was left pretty open-ended with Luna, so yeah, I could definitely see why you would think that for sure. That's an awesome answer. Thank you very much, Ali and Sam. That was amazing. These answers tonight, man, they're just like really hitting. So we've got another paired question here. This one's going to be for Simsbury and Easy Mac. Now, in the episode, we see that Chelsea and Julian have taken things to the next level, and they even share their first kiss. So my question for you both, this is a controversial one. It might start a bit of a debate, which I hope it doesn't, but who do you think is the settler? And who do you think is the reacher in that relationship, and why?
Sorry, I'm just mad.
I was waiting for it.
I'm like clenching my fist, like, oh, why do I have to hear about this relationship? I think Julian is obviously like, he can't date Chloe. So he's like, oh, I'll just settle for the second best. And here's the girl who looked at me, who gave me some attention. So I'll settle for that. But I'm so mad because Chelsea deserves so much better.
Oh.
I don't like him.
Bree's pretty passionate about this topic. She sends me a lot of abuse in the DMs about this
That's
in
because you
particular.
send me pictures of them kissing. So I'm like, no.
Yeah, I do add fuel to the fire. I do apologize. Oh god. And what about your thoughts, Easy Mac? What do you make of all this?
I'm tired of this Julian slander, you know? I think he deserves to be happy. And, you know, maybe he's settling a little bit. Just a little bit, right? But, you know, it takes love and loss to truly find who you are and true love, right? So maybe he's settled, right? But maybe it's less of a settle and more of a realization that Chloe doesn't deserve you. He's such a good little dorky boy. He just puts on this cool jockey front. Come on. He deserves to be happy. He deserves a cool girl to hang out with. Maybe he moved on a little quick. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe he moved on a little,
Just a little bit.
but maybe like a little too quick. But you know, like end of the day, like he is the settler. Yes. But maybe settling isn't the worst thing. It's definitely not putting your all into it. And I think I need to see a little bit more of the relationship, right? Because there's like we don't know the whole dynamic. We've seen like we just see them in the classroom, like throwing some smooch. But like maybe there was something. Maybe they've had more convo than that, right?
I love these answers, by the way. I was so worried that like you two like might argue, but like you seem to.
I'm ready to fist fight, but it's.
Oh shit.
we need to move on. So I'm holding
I'm
back.
also ready to surrender.
Ali says that she has some opinions about this. Do you want to throw in your answer there, Ali?
So maybe Julian like actually starts to really care and like explore who she is and like learn more about her, and he begins to learn to love Chelsea. And I feel like Chloe in a way was like, he had this picture in his head and like it wasn't really who Chloe was, and so it was like he was overestimating and like dreaming about this person who didn't exist. But now he's like, oh, I'm with a person who like yes, he's settling for Chelsea because yeah, he got over Chloe too fast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like he's seeing Chelsea as a person almost, and I hope he gets to like learn more about her and that it becomes like an actual true bond. But we don't know how that's gonna go yet. Maybe he's just gonna be a jerk about it, but we don't know.
Ooh, I love that question so much. Thank you everyone for your answers. That was a real fun one actually. Okay, my next question. So this one is going to be for Penny. Your character Penny was actually introduced in this episode, and she's much different to all the other teachers that we've come across already. She's much stricter, doesn't really seem to like Hannah compared to, say, Mr. Zimri or Miss Dawson. My question for you, Penny, is do you think Miss Lane was justified in sending Hannah to the principal's office, or do you think she should have handled the matter herself?
I mean, I used to work in education, so technically as a teacher, she shouldn't have called her out in front of everybody. A teacher normally would take them out in the hall and discuss, her tardiness, her behavior and stuff like that. I don't think she should have done it. She should have handled it herself, being that she has the issue, instead of running to the principal.
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm barely learning the character, I don't know much of her background. Maybe she's strict on Hannah because, I don't know, maybe when she was younger, she was like Hannah, kept to herself, and maybe Hannah kind of needs... I mean, I kind of feel that everybody walks on shells around Hannah because, she's all lonely and sad and stuff like that. Maybe she needs someone to be, just to be a little bit stricter on her.
Tough love.
Yeah, tough love, because she was already skipping class. She's totally ignoring Chase, and regardless what happened in friendships, if there were real friendships, you take the time to go and talk to your old friends regardless what happened. I think Hannah kind of needs that, but then I think I honestly think she should have intervened in the hallway scene with Kyle and tried to stop that, and maybe that should have been brought up at that moment, maybe to the because confrontation in hallways is just not good. I think she should have intervened till then, but then if she had, then it caused a ripple effect, because then that caused Tia to leave and Hannah to do this, the play. So it's kind of hard for me to pick a side, but I think she should have handled it more herself, so she can prove to the kids that she's a good teacher and not, be. You can't win the kids over with being super strict all the time. And if maybe the principal would, give us some more resources.
Oh, here we go.
Sometimes the principal is just hanging out in his office.
Seriously, we're gonna do this here?
Oh God, here we go.
Hi.
Well, Miss Lane, I think you should get back into your classroom and take care of your kids.
Oh.
Maybe you should take care of your kids as well, because you're not paying attention to them either. So
Running a rook in my classroom.
Look, I'll bully the principal and then make him give me his money.
I don't have any money.
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to say that. Please don't expel me. I love this academy.
Yeah, there's a
Get
little
out
bit
of
of
my way.
conflict between the staff members, as you can see.
Yeah, Miss Lane trying to take over on her first day. God.
yeah, you should see us at the Christmas parties.
You said you wouldn't
Damn.
talk about what happened at the Christmas party.
Oh, I know what happened at the
Nothing
Christmas
happened.
party.
Oh,
Nothing
so
happened.
that's what happened to the photocopier.
Yeah, Mr. Zimri invited me. You see, I was really pissed off, so I called Mr. Zimri, right, and he was like, "Hey, Kyle, you know what, my boy? Come on, you're gonna come to the Christmas party." Oh, I saw some stuff go down. I know what
I
happened.
can't believe Twitch decided to play an ad at the Hannah Amelia scene.
I can't believe I'm gonna bully the Twitch ads now.
Oh,
Now I'm
you.
bullying them.
I'm gonna call my father and get Twitch fired.
No, don't worry. I'll bully.
Just
I'll bully
wait till
the
my
ads.
father hears about this.
They won't bother.
I might not know you. Was that Hannah that says? I might not know you. Was that Hannah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might not know you, but I'll bully the Twitch ads so that way they don't come in between the scene ever again.
Leave my gay children alone, or else I will show your video. Thank you.
No, I mean,
Oh,
Shit.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Stay in your lane, Kyle.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Anyway, podcast, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, podcast true.
Wait, what's this?
I was so invested in that roleplay then. Sorry. Okay, my next question. This one is going to be for Ryan. As we see in this episode, Azazel's presence grows a lot stronger. We find out that he's not just attached to Tia, but we see him nearly take the life of another student. Chase battles with drug addiction, and Azazel is the physical representation of that addiction. And my question for you, Ryan, is what do you think Azazel gets from all this? Why does he just keep dangling them instead of putting them out of their misery? Who do you think is going to be next?
Both Tia and Chase both have very different issues, but for whatever reason, Azazel appears the exact same to both of them. The one thing that at least connects the two of them, at least their issues together, is some form of loneliness and isolation, where it's with Chase, him mocking him because he believed that Hannah might be missing him, and with Tia, he's reinforcing that no one can understand her but him, and then comforts her after her fight with Ferris. Clearly, some sort of embodiment and gets some sort of power out of this isolation and loneliness. And isolation and loneliness, no matter what your particular issue is, can be a poison. So I think clearly doing this and fostering these feelings in these kids is clearly making him more powerful, and it's allowing him to latch on to other people as well.
Do you have any idea of maybe if there's any other character that he might latch onto next? Do you think there could be more, or do you think it's just Tia and Chase for now?
Well, unless you forgot, you actually spilled the tea to me a couple of years ago and told me who the next person was, so...
Oh shit. That's my bad.
Don't answer that question.
No, unless it's someone else, it's probably that person, but the other person I could see him latching onto would be Kyle, just because these insecurity and sorrow and inner demons that he's dealing with these whole issues seem like a kind of a right place for a demon to manifest in. So I think that would be a possibility, and I wouldn't put it out of the realm of impossibility in the future. And like the other two, he definitely is struggling with these feelings of isolation and loneliness in his own way. It seems to be the common theme going through it.
Bring it in. It's fine. Come over here. Give me a hug.
And it would be interesting to see, that clearly Azazel's getting more powerful, where he's being able to physically harm people. Doing that on Kyle as well would be kind of, I'm sure Azazel finds some sort of sick sort of pleasure in turning the tables on him.
Shit, possess my ass. Dylan is in my Fuck 'em.
That was an amazing answer, and like, yeah, you're really spot on with like a lot of the stuff you said there, so that was perfect. Thank you very much for your insight with that one. Thank you. Interesting question that, and I would actually like to open it to maybe the chat and also you guys if you have any thoughts.
I think it's gonna be Brandon.
Brandon.
Only because, like, if you
damn.
watch episode 5, when Azazel appears, there's always those little particles around the characters. And Brandon happens to have them in this episode and dealing with, you know, his sister, Zoe, going through what she's going through. I can imagine him really going under because he's really attached to his sister, and she's just getting worse, and his parents are just so not involved. So I can see like Azazel really stepping in a lot there.
That was a really good spot. Yeah, just a very subtle particle effect, but yeah, like every time we see him manifest in some way, there does seem to be that effect. Nicely spotted there.
I think it could be a teacher.
That's what I've been thinking.
Okay.
It possibly could be Mr. Zimri, because obviously he's got his issues and he's got his ghosts, and obviously with that trauma it leaves a lot of doubt and a lot of depression and anxiety, and obviously he's just struggling to get by at the moment, so I feel like he would be prime for the taking. It's kind of like, you know, in the things like with Vecna and how he chooses his kind of victims. I feel like it could be like a similar kind of thing where it's like, it doesn't matter where you are in life, you're down, you're feeling a bit shitty.
Yeah, you're vulnerable, yeah. Interesting.
Kyle stole my answer, god damn it.
Yeah, mine too, for sure.
Because I wanted to see a teacher, you know, get latched on by Azrael, because I kind of wanted to see people see that things like mental health isn't something that just teenagers deal with. It's also something adults deal with, because I thought that might be something potentially we can see a teacher, someone who might just be acting normal but might be keeping those feelings up kind of thing.
I pretty much agree with the Brandon thing because like it's going right downhill. But two theories. One, what if it's Brandon's sister and Azazel actually kills her because he seems to like be able to choke Chase? What if she dies from him and like he's just like, that's one theory, because that would also explain like the little particles around because it's in the same house. Maybe it's coming for her next. Other theory, what if it comes for Neon Moon? Because something like Hannah rejects him or her, whoever they are, at the party, and then like we see them in their room and like we reveal who Neon Moon is because we see Azazel behind them. I think that would be really interesting. But...
Oh, that's actually impossible because Neon Moon is Azazel.
Oh, what were you gonna say? I literally thought he was gonna go, Neon Moon is
Were people not supposed to know that? I'm sorry.
Imagine Azazel
Shit!
Wait, block your ears. We have spoilers inbound. Block your ears.
Me and my little mouth. I'm sorry.
Yes, Azazel is Neon Moon.
Wow.
Wait, this is being streamed?
I've seen that showing on the stream right now. Boy, oh boy.
Oh, the Chelsea and Kyle one?
Yeah, holy shit.
That made Penny cry. She actually cried when she watched that. I was like, oh, I feel so bad.
Bro, I cried too yesterday. I was watching that and I was like,
oh no, I'm sorry.
Every time.
Also, I'm not. I love it when people
cry. I mean, Bree and Kyle did so good in this scene, and the dialogue.
So raw.
It was really, really raw, and it felt so real. And just because I, you know, when I used to work on a campus, I had a student that went through a kind of similar situation. And you know, when you work there, you really try not to get involved with the students. You're technically not supposed to. But just this one kid came to my office for an issue somewhat similar, and I just listened, and it just broke my heart because they ended up like losing their mom and everything, and it really hit home, especially in that situation. So I think that scene was probably my favorite scene from the whole episode. I mean, also the Ferris scenes too, right? But this one was like, you know, really, really good.
Yeah, Tia did a great job at directing me with all that.
Yeah, because we were on a call, weren't we, Curry? And I recorded you whilst we were on a Discord call, so I was giving him live direction as he was doing the lines, so that's why we just, perfect. It was chef's kiss performance from both actors. Amazing.
Tia giving me that direction and stuff, telling me where to go and such when it came to the characters' emotions and things like that. It's like I'm in high school again. The times in high school for me were some of the best times with some of the worst times. Sorry about that. It's just I wanted to thank Tia for that scene, because I watched it and that shit hit me, and it was so good. Thank you, Tia.
It was a really hard one to film, if I can be honest, because I think in the Discord call, you did actually cry when Kyle was crying, because I told you that was a cue. And I don't like hearing my friends cry. It was just really like, it was hard for me. So that was actually a pretty hard one to film. But I think it was a really important moment for them to have, because Chelsea didn't know what was going on. It's not, her fault. She didn't know, but now she does. It'd be interesting to see kind of their relationship going forward. Yeah, definitely.
But those types of scenes are important, though, because you have to understand, these are things that happen. Like, this is real. Like, this is it.
It's crazy that we're even talking about it, because the literal next question was about this scene that's playing and for you, Curry. So I'll ask you, and I want to hear what your thoughts are of this. So the scene that obviously is playing now, that we see that he's having a few big moments in this episode. We see a lot of misplaced anger towards Dylan and Dale, and we can assume maybe that stems from his dad, who's not been supportive of him coming out. But now that Chelsea knows what's going on with him, do you think Kyle may start to calm down and maybe look to make reparations with Dylan in the future?
From what I've experienced with this character, from what I've gone through voicing this guy for a bit, I think that it's going to take a lot of nurturing. Kyle's sense of direction right now, like for me, like from the person voicing him, like his sense of direction is all mixed up. And then his dad just ended up saying, like, I lost my son that day. Like that. Man, that he needs cut a deep. Lot. Yeah, man. Like, if I was in that situation and my father ever told me that, I would just break down and just cry, like right there. Kyle needs a lot of nurturing, like a lot of nurturing, like from his friends, his peers, like, and now that his sister knows like what's going on, like maybe her being there too in the later episodes will probably nurture him into being a better person, to deal with his emotions a bit better. But it just really depends, man. You just really need to be there for the guy. But he'll get to where he needs to be depending on how nurtured he is in the later coming episodes.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I see what you're getting with that.
Son.
You've got Mr. Zimri. He's
I'm here for you, son.
Thank you, my other dad. Thank you.
I'm wide open for a hug, boy.
In these upcoming episodes, I'm going to try to convince my mom to marry you, Mr. Zimri. How do you feel about that?
So good. I'm a bachelor now. My wife's gone. And I need a new son.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
You know what? I could say fuck, man, fuck my dad. You know what? Whatever. I don't need him anyway. Mr. Zimri's my father now. No take backs.
No take backs. Other dad, waste man. Real dad's here now. My son, waste man, doesn't even want to call his old man waste man behavior, that is. Come on, son.
Thank you, Mrs. Zimri. Wait, actually, hold on a minute. Chelsea!
What is it?
I'm your new daddy now.
But I think I like my old dad.
Nah, I'm your new daddy now. Your old daddy busted.
But the other dad has a good coffee shop. I like the coffee there.
Yeah, but I got house on wheels, so it's all good.
Is there enough room in your truck?
Oh, God.
I mean, sis, think about this for a second, okay? Look, I told you what the old man said.
In the truck. Come on, I'm in the cheerleaders. I gotta look great. I can do my makeup in the truck.
Girl, you can have all the Popeyes 2 pieces and a biscuit. Your dad provides Popeyes. You can have whatever you like.
Look, see, he's
Want
offering
that-
Popeyes at this point. That's some good
You
shit.
want you
Come
want
on,
that
sis.
chicken sandwich? I'll give you the chicken sandwich. It's well within my budget.
Can I think about it? Just for a minute.
Yes,
I-
all right. Think about it, sis.
I'll start
Your
the
minute's
car.
up. Yeah, start the car.
The price of gas is going up, so don't make me wait in this car for too long. I might have a budget, but not too much for gas.
Oh god.
Times are hard.
Look, Chelsea, listen, I'm in tears at this point. Look, Chelsea,
Tears of happiness?
I
No,
don't know.
tears
I
of-
don't think so.
No, the tears of.
I
But I
don't
just
think
have
you're
the
the only one in
sketchy-
tears at the
I just
moment.
have my son. Come on, son. Get in the car.
Look, Chelsea, Popeyes, come on. We can get
I'm
away
gonna
from our
miss
family.
you.
Can I come along for Popeye too?
Come on, other new son. You're getting Popeyes too.
You just adopt the whole school.
I'm everybody's daddy now. Free
Everybody
Popeyes. Oh, you get the chicken sandwich, and then you get the 2-piece, and the biscuit on the side.
Yeah.
A little bit of gravy on
How
that.
can you say no?
That's the part that convinced Chelsea.
Yeah. Now
Wait, on the side?
Dad, I don't need the
Okay.
coffee. My room? Nah. I can stay in the car.
So, are we officially changing Zimri's name to just Mr. Daddy?
Oh, yes.
Zaddy.
Yep, that's
Next
Zaddy.
time in the credits.
Hashtag Zaddy.
Okay, everybody get that trending in the chat. Hashtag Zaddy.
Zaddy Zimri.
Mr. Principal, look, I know you're kind of like upset with me and things like that, and it's completely fine. You know, it's justified. But listen, I need to borrow the classroom for like one day.
Okay, and what would you like to use it for?
I need to study with Dale.
Study.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's right, study with Dale. Just me and Dale. Just we need to study. We got tests coming up. You know.
Damn, I didn't know there was some biology tests going on. You didn't tell me you had homework.
Oh yeah, we're about to definitely learn about each other.
Oh, and if you're lucky, there might be some chemistry up in this bitch too.
Anyway, podcast, right?
Podcast.
I was crying throughout that whole thing. Oh, I'm good. We only have one more paired question and then 2 open questions, so we're nearing the end now. Our next paired question is going to be for Ali and Easy Mac. As we see near the start of the episode, Neon is starting to put a little bit more pressure now on Hannah. And then Neon starts calling Hannah at the very end of the episode. So my question for you...
phone, Hannah.
Pick up the phone! My question for you both is, do you think Neon is starting to have doubts with Invisible Girl, perhaps? And if you were Hannah, in her current mindset, would you feel ready to answer Neon's call in episode 6?
I think that Neon Moon is getting impatient.
Mhm.
They want to meet Hannah, and I feel like Hannah, deep down, though she might not want to admit it, has created this picture in her head of Neon that will never be met once she actually meets Neon. And so, in a way, she is putting off revealing who she is because, first of all, her self-doubt, but also because she doesn't really know if she wants to actually meet this person, because they're not going to be what she thinks her expectations are.
Mhm.
They're this unseen, unknown face that she's gone along with on the internet, but they're probably not the ideal person that she thinks they are. Neon really wants to meet Hannah, but Hannah is scared to meet them because of her self-doubt and then also the idealism that she's created in her head. But also, I don't think she's gonna pick up the phone, but I think what would be funny is if Mochi like accidentally stepped on her phone and answered the call for her, and then she's on the call.
Oh
She's
my
like, no, wait
God.
a second.
That would be hilarious. Like, Mochi pretty much landed her in it before in the Mochi short, so that'd be so funny. But yeah, I love that answer. What do you think, Easy Mac?
Like, I don't think she's got this like ideal version of Neon Moon. I think she thinks that Neon Moon's got this ideal version of her, and I think she's more concerned about that. Because I think she's a little more selfie thinky than other people thinky. Call it a character flaw, but I think she's more worried that she won't live up to his standards than he won't live up to her standards. As far as Neon getting impatient, yeah, he sure is. I mean, but you can, I guess, like low-key understand it though, right? Like they've been talking about it. They've been dancing around this whole like, hey, and he's very almost like obsessed with her at this point, right? Invisible girl, I just can't stop thinking about you, you know? So I think he's
Big
pushing
fan.
for it. And I hope she picks up the phone, but that's just like a me thing. But I also fear that this relationship's starting to get a little weird.
Yeah.
You know, a little
Interesting.
freaky.
I highly
Freaky
agree. It's
deaky.
very obsessive at this point, and I don't
Yeah.
think it's healthy personally.
Yeah. Almost as if Neon Moon isn't a human being, but a demon entity that's spurred on by the feelings of self-doubt and depression of others.
We'll never know.
What if?
Yeah,
Find out in
awesome.
episode 13 of Invisible.
I was just thinking, like, with the whole picking up the phone thing there, you could turn that shit into a song, man.
I don't mind waiting.
Oh.
Nah, but that's how I feel. And great question.
Great question, great answers. My god, these are like, I want to say so much, but I can't. But yeah, amazing. I want to say amazing answers here. So thank you very much, Ali and Mac. That was awesome. So we have moved on now to our open questions. I did have a little more, but I had to rejig some of the questions. So we've only got 2, so it's not too bad. And this is just a segment of, if you've got an answer, just chime in, I guess. If you don't have to answer. So the first question: during Kyle and Dylan's altercation, Hannah steps in and threatens to show the whole school the video of Kyle that she took on her phone. My question for everybody, if you have an answer: did you expect Chris to react in the way that he did, and why?
Chris is a piece of shit.
I'm not disagreeing.
He's selfish. He only cares about himself.
It was selfish. It was all about him, and yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Agree.
But he's our piece of shit.
That's true.
No, we don't claim him. Talk about
Yeah,
yourself.
I
me
don't
neither.
blame him.
I don't
What a
like
weird-
him.
Yeah, I would never actually. That guy. Oh, gross.
It's also the complete opposite of actual Chris, who I know.
Yeah. Real Chris is lovely. Totally
Real
opposite
Chris,
to...
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely like real
Fictional
Chris's
Chris.
piece of shit.
Piece
Waste
of
man
shit.
behavior.
Waste man.
Waste man behavior.
A waste of breath.
Pretty much someone who will not fight a battle because he knows battle between either him and Kyle or even Vince, it's not going to go well for him. So yeah, he's just spineless.
If
If
he was in Sean's face, he would let Vince rule the fucking school.
I feel like Chris would sell his nan for another dangly earring.
Oh, he loves his earrings.
He loves his earpieces and his big hats. He'd sell his nan for some Claire's accessories.
Anyone else feel a little like, so Hannah like stops the confrontation by taking out the celly and going, I've got your secrets, and then it's like over, right? They're like, oh no, I can't believe you did that. Whoa. Anyone feel like Hannah got like way more shit for that than I feel like she should have? It's like,
Yeah.
Hannah,
Oh my god.
Hannah, you dick, you de-escalated this situation and saved him.
I-
bully.
Oh my god. Tina gave Hannah so much shit. I was like, why are you
No.
yelling at her? She literally defended your friend and de-escalated the entire fight.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I love playing an asshole so much.
what happened
Oh,
there? Like,
I love it
what
too.
happened there?
You know, this takes me back. Tia, now that you say something about it, this takes me back to that time where I was first watching this series, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know who them bitches were, but boy, did I hate them. I hated them so bad. Of course, this might have been the prequel, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, the original. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the original. But yeah, those fucking twins.
Yeah,
in the
Chloe and
original-
Vince. Chloe and Vince. Yeah. So for those who don't know, in the original, Chloe and Vince were actually twins. They're obviously not related now,
Makes
but
sense.
Yeah, they're not related now.
Yeah, that's the reason the whole shipping between them two is kind of creepy for me.
yeah, I don't like that. That makes me feel uncomfy.
Yeah,
Help me, step bro.
it's just, that's proof the storytelling is brilliant though, because Tia's got a lot of amazing like talent for this stuff, man, and like takes us on a journey. Like I love this shit.
I feel like my goal is like, if I can make you feel anything, then I've won, like if I can make you feel angry or feel sorry for someone or anything like that, or dislike a character like that, like I've won. Like no matter how much of a see you next Tuesday my character was this episode, like I made a lot of people pissed off and I was like, yes, that is what I want. So I am very happy with the response they got.
It feels like everyone's in the villain arc at the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the villain arc. Everyone's just like...
Everyone's an asshole.
Weirdly
And
enough, though, I did not
it's
like Hannah for the
fun.
first episodes, but now I'm like, I fucking like Hannah. Like, she's fucking sticking up for people. She's going at it. And then all these people are just yelling at her. I'm like, what? She's doing she's being a good person, okay? She's stepping up and everyone's getting mad at her.
Look, all I got to say is, Hannah, you get in my way, all right? I'll slam you against the locker, see how you like it.
Oh, well, you wouldn't do that because I am a girl.
That's where you're wrong. I'm Kyle the bully. I'd do anything.
You only
son.
bully people you like.
Shit.
Oh.
Let me reset that really quick. I absolutely would not slam you into a locker, but instead, fuck it. Share the video on YouTube. But yeah, I really do. I really do appreciate you guys though, because me watching the series and stuff like that, when I have some downtime, being able to look at it and things like that, you guys do a great job yourselves. You bring these characters to life, and being a part of the story and things like that makes me that much more honored to be here. Like I appreciate you guys' performance as well.
Hey.
So,
Hey, Gary.
hey, what's up? What's up?
Big fan.
Big fan?
Big fan.
No.
Mac, big fan.
Man.
Hashtag Curry, big fan.
No.
Big fan.
But yeah, I like this though, Tia. It's definitely different compared to the original though. Like it's
Oh,
definitely.
it's worlds apart. It's worlds apart.
and I definitely do like it though. It's really nice.
I wish it didn't take me as long to do, but it's so much fun. Like I got up to episode 5 in the original series, and I was just so done. I was so burnt out. I was like, I don't know where the hell this story's going. But with this, it's like, man, I'm just so passionate. I love writing it. I love like working on it. I actually work on it or think about it near enough every day. It's kind of obsessive. It's really bad. But yeah, I have so much fun. And these podcasts are always so nice because I get to like chat with you guys, because it can be a little lonely at times, producing everything. So getting these little moments where I can like chat with you guys is like the best. I love it.
Yeah, you're definitely really dedicated. I'll tell you that much, because I remember this was a while ago at this point, but probably for this episode actually, you were like streaming, you like building the set, and
Yeah.
I remember hanging out with you for 2 hours and watching you put the same poster on and off of the lockers.
Oh, I knew you were
45
gonna mention.
minutes.
Yeah.
If I ever have
mention
any,
that.
It's gotta look perfect. It's gotta look perfect.
It's
like, it's
because,
a
like,
it's a picture on a locker.
The
and
little
then
posters
no one's
don't
gonna see
stick
it.
on.
Penny's gonna see it. Penny's gonna see it.
yeah. If I ever have the time to, if I ever have the time to swing by while I'm not doing a role play in VR chat or something like that, I'll definitely try to find some time to hang out in here when I
Busy
can.
guy.
Swing on by. We have one final question. This is the end one now. Open question again. If you got an answer, let me know. So this one, dead easy. How do you feel about your character and their progression so far?
Oh, my character's a right old C word.
Yeah, you don't. There's a lot of people who hate your character.
Oh, I love it too. I love it when people's like, I hate it. I was like, yes.
That's when you know
bring me
you're
the
doing
hate.
your job right, you know, when people hate
Can
him.
we not say the C
fuck
word
yeah.
on Twitch?
He's
Vince
trying to
is
be
a
respectable.
friend.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
like,
there we
what's
go.
the
Thank you.
There we go. It's out now. It can't be taken back. Yeah, I like how all of my characters have progressed so far.
Yeah?
I like that Mr. Park got a bit more screen time or a bit more voice time this time round. I like the direction that Sean's going in because there's a lot of there's a lot of potential, especially with the situation now that he's been threatened
Yeah,
by
the
McNaughton's
betrayal.
Which direction is he going to go in there? Is he going to carry on in his pursuit of making the school a better place and bringing his best and oldest friend down, or is he just going to shit himself and go and hide in the corner? So
You know, he might get chucked into the sea with some concrete shoes. You never know.
Oh, Sean could die. Damn.
I like my character. I feel like he's obviously been down on his luck and he's made some mistakes. I feel like he's in his redemption arc. This is his comeback story so far, for sure. I think that obviously with him sort of trying to mentor some of the more unruly kids like Kyle and Hannah, so we can see that they're kind of struggling and drowning. I love you too, son.
Hashtag Daddy Zaddy Zimri.
Zaddy Zimri. I think that Zaddy Zimri, he's trying to, really be a mentor character that the kids can depend on, and that's kind of him on his journey to maybe getting his family back, because maybe he feels like, well, I'm doing so well with these kids, maybe it's time to get my family back.
See, Hannah is kind of like me in a sense that, like, she is alone, but I don't really give a shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, I like being alone. But Hannah's like, I need friends. So I was like, oh my god, she's making friends.
Ali Goodell, the only exception. You have friends.
Literally all of my friends are online. I have no friends in real life.
Literally
That's
me.
a friend.
So,
A friend is a
I mean,
friend, man.
We're friends.
yeah, but like I can't like hang out in person with you guys, you know what I mean?
All right, we're all
Yeah, but we
playing-
can hang out and chat.
Hang on. Let me give you some. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Let me
Road
give
trip
you
to
some-
Ali's.
Let me give you some Yami Yugi stuff really quick. Listen to me, my friend. You may think that you don't have any friends in real life, but if you think about it, we are your friends. The bond that we share, the emotions and the drama that we go through together on this story, this journey. Curry Games, absolutely believes that even online friendships are real friendships, and you are my friend. It is an honor to meet you.
That was cute.
I was clapping them,
that
but my
was so
mic didn't
cute.
pick it up. Fuck.
And you know
Just
that's gotta
music
be
in
true
it.
because he's got 44,100 friends.
44,100. Exactly.
Don't forget the point one. Don't forget that point one.
No! Stop! We need to have these podcasts more often. Like
Oh yeah.
Need to hurry up, Tia.
Episode 6.
It's coming. I am writing it. It's I've wrote 4, 5 scenes. I don't fucking know, but
Yeah,
I
you
mean
wrote
it's.
the scene where Neon Moon becomes a sentient phone.
Oh, that's the first scene. Yeah. So that one's done.
He's got little devil horns, which like alludes to him being Azazel, you know.
And some green particles then come out of the phone as well.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What
Oh,
about
wait,
when
he
he
destroys
goes to the
everybody?
moon?
I think I
Oh,
already
that
dropped
scene?
a theory that Neon Moon is actually computer AI.
it's a computer AI.
No,
Code
he's
Anakin.
just the moon.
It-
It's so obvious.
Designed by
just like an
Mochi's
avatar.
evil twin brother Zochi.
Zochi.
I'm just waiting for the meeting, and it's like Neon Moon is seriously like 45-year-old man. It's like, oh, God, this game.
Neon Moon is Vince.
No.
Well, listen, we could have
No.
had it in episode 6, but Bree said no, so.
Neon Moon is Monty.
I want to find out.
I really need Neon Moon to be a good guy, okay? Like, I really need this.
How do we know that Neon Moon
I
is
got
even
you
a
back.
guy?
My list. Come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
you're right.
Neon
I
Moon
really
as
need
well.
Neon Moon to be a good.
Person. Because we don't know. What if Neon is a girl?
Hannah Amelia forever.
Who's Neon?
I mean,
it's
it's
Moon?
obviously-
Hannah with Amelia. I just want to know.
It's
Which is the
obviously
funniest thing, huh?
Not Amelia, because Amelia walked in on her texting Neon Moon. So, like, I don't give a shit about Neon Moon if it's not Amelia, and it's not Amelia, so, you know.
Or maybe
That's
it
where I
is
stand.
Amelia. And she
She has a
saw the
second
phone,
phone.
and she was like,
It's
oh
Amelia's
my
twin.
god.
It's a burner phone.
So she knows.
Oh my
Now
God.
she knows, and she's like, now I gotta
Actually,
get her to meet me so I can reveal myself.
Wait, guys. The almost kiss is coming up.
all right, now kiss her.
What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying?
I love how instant her hair change was. It was just like 2 seconds.
It's like boom, done.
I have a necklace that I never wear. Let me give this to you. Just tell
Go,
him
go.
that.
Right now.
Tell
There
them
you
that
go.
the girl with the neon moon necklace. A neon moon necklace. What? The girl with the neon moon necklace.
Now kiss with tongues.
And I don't. Wow, I really don't remember.
What's Hannah saying? Go ahead.
Oh,
go.
she's
What
like,
did you say?
she invites her to the party as a plus one.
I don't know. But
Oh,
I wasn't
yeah.
invited.
Well, you are invited because Chloe said I could bring a +1, and you're my +1, and I want to.
Bone you. What?
I love the abridged. You
Have you ever been kissed?
No, not
better
really.
remember. You better remember what it says on that poster because that's going to be a trivia question at some point.
No,
Just
music
kidding.
I
question.
already have that ready to go for future podcasts.
Oh, you know what? Invisible, the abridged series. I'm down.
That would be fun.
Hannah was into it. She
Ooh.
closed her eyes, and then she's
You
like,
can't
"Wait,
abridge
she-
this.
she wanted
She
it.
was into
I
it.
actually want my first
She was-
kiss to be with Neon Moon.
kiss me."
Okay,
I
but
totally
that got
actually
much
forgot
closer
that.
than I was expecting it to get. I was like,
No,
okay.
I
kinda
really
wish
forgot
I did
that Hannah
my
said
line
that.
differently, like where it sounded like she was like almost like not like whispering, but like kind of a softer tone instead of being like right in her ear, like I can teach you if you want.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's your turn. Ryan Avis, voice actor extraordinaire. What's he saying? He's so busy.
He's doing
I'm
some
saving
So
lives.
attractive.
God damn it.
busy
I'm
paperwork.
actually in my car, so I don't really know.
Oh my God, the quality, it's gone.
That's actually
Love it.
super immersive.
I mean, that shot was just perfect. Him on the sofa.
I can't
Oh.
see the
Oh
scene.
my.
because I'm in my car. So.
It's okay. You're in a diner right
You're
now.
in a
You're
diner.
talking to Tia. You're just having a delicious little cookie.
I don't even know what the fuck they're eating. What is that?
What are they?
Tia's saying
Yeah.
something?
I
Oh,
got
they're
no-
eating-
He's eating a
Needs
burger.
a spoon.
Tia, what are they?
I don't.
eating?
What is
Oh,
that?
I think she's eating the
You-
salad, and then he's
you
like
put it
having a Coke.
There. You invented that.
This was like a year ago. Like, I don't remember.
Don't spoil that.
A year
They're
ago.
immersion.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I told you, up to episode 13 are already done.
Oh, it looks like a stew, but like his face is so shiny and pretty.
So does
I
Jack.
have-
And look at the
Have we-
girls,
did we
the girls
not
in the
notice that?
background are even like, oh my god. Is that
We
bad?
need to
Any-
go through character by character. Who is a virgin? What are
Nah.
you
That.
Nah, you ain't getting that.
What made you?
I
What made
already,
you say
I've
that?
already asked.
She-
She's not. Tia won't let it out.
Penny's already
Why would
asked
you-
me that. She's right on it.
Amelia? Question mark.
Oh, I just asked
Amelia.
about one, so. it was
What
like,
do we think about Amelia?
Who?
She's a
She's
virgin.
definitely a virgin.
Okay.
Julian
Let-
is also not a virgin. I don't think.
No, he totally is. Let's be honest.
He totally is.
Oh,
What have I
mean-
done?
I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Wait, how did you drag me into this conversation? Oh, self-insert.
I'm just gonna let Tia decide what Kyle is because she's writing this series.
Whoa, that's really mature of you, Curry Games.
Guys, Mr. Zimri, is he a virgin?
Oh my god.
The kid
Oh my
isn't his.
Oh
It
shit.
is technically the milkman's. Dun, dun, dun.
Aw. Look, as Azazel does with warm hugs.
That's actually what ruined their marriage. Is that like she had a child and he was like, but we didn't. Oh, wait a second.
I think that's a
I'm gonna
bad
s-
thing.
no,
That
how's
means you
it
weren't
bad?
around.
Was it?
He
Wait,
wasn't around.
wasn't the mom cheating with some dude? Maybe it's
Yes.
Zimri. That's Zimri.
Holy shit!
Oh.
He's at it for a
dun,
reason.
dun, dun.
That would be Interesting.
You are the father.
And then Kyle just gets
Oh,
up
God, we
and
got a
hits Dougie.
Maury episode now to come.
Kyle gets up and hits the Dougie. I'm so happy that he's my dad. Yeah.
Jerry.
Oh, remember this girl. Remember this girl. She's gonna die. She's gonna die to the demon. Remember this girl.
you
Remember
do
her
that?
face.
Why do you sound like that?
Oh God, I don't like that we're already like predicting that the little girl is gonna die. Like that's just making me so sad.
Look,
She's gonna get yeeted by a demon.
She's so
What do you
I
think's
know.
gonna happen?
You know
What do
who I
think
think
is
is
gonna
gonna
happen?
Well, I
Huh?
know something, but I think if anybody's gonna disappear from the series, it's gonna be Sky. I feel like Sky is gonna get in too deep, trying to take Vince down. That Vince is gonna I don't know, they'll probably kidnap her or get rid of her because she's finding out
I
too
think
much.
it'll be
information.
Lucy because Lucy's more concerned about getting her brother off the drugs. Sky's along with it too, but Lucy, I feel like.
Well,
is
I think because
obsessed with it.
she's the principal's daughter, so I don't think that they would even touch her because then the principal would probably So if anyone, Sky, and then that would probably cause a lot of issues with Ferris getting concerned and the mom getting concerned and all that stuff. So I think Sky is just sticking her nose where it's not supposed to, and then for some reason, I just have that feeling that she's gonna disappear and something's gonna happen.
Yeah, who cleans the school? Are there any cleaners?
Yeah, there's
No
janitors.
custodians.
That character comes in on episode 10.
I moonlight as a janitor in between teaching classes to fuel the cost of living crisis. Comes a half home, Mr. Simmer. Cleaning.
Neon Moon is actually just a janitor that's been observing everyone this whole time.
No, I hate
That would be
that.
so messed up.
Nah, I hate it. I hate that.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I mean, it would be interesting though when they do meet. What if at the end, Hannah is just not interested, whatsoever, at all?
That's
and
what
says,
I'm thinking is gonna happen.
You know what? I don't think they're ever gonna meet.
Yeah, I
Neon Moon's
don't know,
identity
honestly.
will never be revealed, and he will forever
Or
be a
he-
mystery, and everyone will be upset about it.
Or he's not real.
Yeah, just ask her who's calling reveal Neon, and I say
her
no.
then?
What if Neon
ghost?
Moon's
Someone's gotta
a...
be on that line.
What if
Alrighty.
it's a Tyler Durden situation where it's actually just Hannah calling herself on different phones?
What if Neon Moon was a student at the school the whole time, except he's Aaronville Stories invisible? So
No,
that's why he was interested in her because she's invisible girl,
No,
but
no.
he's invisible. Entire alternate universe actually just takes place in a dream from the original series. That's why everyone's different.
Oh,
'Cause
damn.
that's how dreams work.
Oh no.
Yo,
Dream,
are
isn't
you saying this is just a game theory? Hold
That's
up.
why the episode was called Dreamscape, 2 episodes ago.
Maybe Neon Moon's the name of the drug she did, and that's why she thinks. What?
Oh my god.
I would not
not even
imagine
Hannah.
Neon as Chris.
Wait,
Hello there.
it's not even Hannah. It's the sister of Amelia.
Oh,
They were
shit.
connected in episode 2. She had a
yeah, what the
vision
fuck
of
was
her.
up with that? What the fuck was that?
They're sharing brains.
I guess we'll wait and find out.
Hang on. I'll explain it. I got the answers right here.
Okay.
Quick, Morpheus, tell them something. Hello. I am Morpheus.
Uh-oh.
Now, if you take the red pill, you're gonna see some fucked up shit. But if you take the blue pill, you go back to living your life as though you never experienced this series to begin with. Choose carefully.
Whoa. And then she takes the blue pill, and then she goes, ever notice how the world can forget about you in just the blink of an eye?
Hey!
Oh,
Iconic. Okay, I guess I will wrap this up now, so I'll just do a little outro bit, I guess, for the YouTube video after all this fluff. So,
Alright.
You got a lot of stuff to cut up through.
oh yeah,
What?
it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a pretty long video, actually.
Mm.
But
1 hour podcast, ATM.
That was very
it,
optimistic.
that was, yeah, hopeful thinking. But thank you very much to everybody in the chat who watched this live and anyone who will watch this later down the line on the YouTube channel, and also everybody who joined me here on the call tonight. I really appreciate everyone coming out. I hope everyone had a lot of fun, and yeah, we'll have to do this obviously for episode 6 So.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Whenever everyone's
my
free,
God.
he's always ended up really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Give me
these are always a
six of
fun
these.
time.